Hi everybody, Chris Tisdale here. Thanks for tuning in. In this video, I'm going to continue my series on geometry and geometric construction. In the previous videos, I've showed you how to use a circle arc template and a straight edge to do basic geometric constructions. These upcoming videos now have a little twist. We're still going to use the circle arc template, but I'm going to make a restriction on the length of the straight edge. So let me show you what I mean, and we can gain a little bit more information. So here's a circle arc template. Here's the familiar circle arc template here. And what I'm going to do is use a straight edge, but only between these given points P and R. Now, the length there happens to be the same length as the radius. So you don't have a straight edge that is unlimited in length, okay? So this is more of a practical reality. Nobody has a straight edge or a ruler that's infinitely long. So the question is, can you do geometry with just this fixed circle arc and this fixed straight edge? And the answer is yes, believe it or not. The answer is yes. So I'm going to show you how to do some of the basic geometric constructions. So let me start off with the following problem. So I'm going to rule a bit longer here because we're going to start with this. Okay, so we've got some line segment joining the points A and B, and I've got some point C, and the challenge is to construct, that's just off the page, a line through a given point C, that's supposed to be a C, and parallel to the given line. Okay, so this is a classic problem. It's been around for thousands of years. But in ancient geometry and in the school geometry that you would see, there's a number of assumptions. You know, you can adjust the compass as much as you want, and you have a straight edge that's basically as long as you want. Okay, so how can you get around this? Well, there's two cases to consider, and I will talk about this case where C is close to the line, and then when it's not when it's further away. And the main thing here is constructing rhombi, okay? Rhombuses, whatever you want to call them. So the first thing I'm going to do is put the center of my circle arc template on the point C and draw an arc that connects with the line segment AB. So we get a new point, say D. Okay, so the point, the distance from C to D is a radius, and that's actually going to be one side of our rhombus. Okay, so let's continue. I've got this new point D, and I'm going to place my center at D and draw another arc that intersects with AB to form a new point E. Okay, so this is going to be one side, this is going to be one side, and I need to get up there and back there to form my rhombus. Okay, so you guessed it, center at point E, and then you want to make sure it lines up with D, and then there's another point of construction. Let's call this F. Okay, so now what you'll hopefully see is that I can join CF, and CF is exactly the length of my ruler. And that is parallel to the given line AB. Okay, now if I wanted to, I can extend it, that's fine. I just can't extend it by more than this distance, okay, at any one time, but I can extend it. Okay, so you might see here, well, okay, you've got rhombus C, D, E, F. Okay, and the opposite sides again, they're equal in length, the opposite sides are going to be parallel. Okay, so that's one example. What about when C is further away from the line? Well, I'm glad you asked. So let's have a look at that. There's a little bit more work there, but it's manageable. So it still involves constructing rhombi. Okay, so let me draw this again, and I'll just start here. Okay, and let me sort of move it up so it's further away. Let's go up there. Okay, so now here's my line segment AB, and here's my point C. Okay, so how do I do it? Well, one strategy here is to draw a line segment from C so it cuts AB. Okay, so let's do that. I can do that using my my shortened ruler here. Let's just do it like that. So I'll move it down there, and then I'll move it again. Okay, so I get a new point there. Let's call that point E. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to construct a series of parallel lines that get closer and closer to the point C. Close enough so that I can use that kind of construction. Okay, so how do I do that? Well, let me show you. So I'm going to put the center of my circle arc template at E, and I'm going to draw an arc that cuts both of the arms here, so AB and EC. Okay, so I get a new point, say, I guess I can call that D and F. Then I'm going to put the center at D and draw an arc, and then the center at F and draw another arc, so the two arcs cross. So let's call this G, and now I'll use brown for this one. You'll see that F and G are within the distance for my little ruler, and so I can draw that, and I can extend it like that. Okay, so now this is parallel to this, and so what I can do is construct a parallel line through C that's parallel to this brown line. Okay, that will then be parallel to the original blue line. Okay, so let's just do that quickly. I can use pink. All right, so if we just do that again, I'm going to put the center on C and draw an arc there to get a new point. Then I'll go over here, get another point there, go back, and this should line up there, and there's going to be my parallel line. So let me just, I guess I can use black for this one. You see again, it's well within the range of this limited ruler. Da, 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 da. So we started with this, we did this, and these two lines are both parallel, and this line must be parallel to this one. Oof. Okay, so what? Well, I like it because these kinds of constructions help you to think a little bit differently. And one of the key things is the way you do these constructions is that the points that you want to join can't be too far apart. So let me just share that with you again. So if I had, say, a point here and a point here, and I can only use the straight edge between P and Q, it's not clear how I can join them. right? And I think we've all been there in geometry or just ruling or working, drawing. You need to join 2 points that aren't close enough, and your ruler's not long enough, or your straight edge isn't long enough. So that's the ultimate aim that we'll be looking at in this video. But to do that, we need to be able to draw or construct a parallel line. Okay. All right. Thanks, folks. Thanks for watching. Tune in for some more upcoming videos involving the circle arc template and the limited length straight edge.